Hey, Facebook friends. Somebody please tell me why it is so hard to tap that live button. It's crazy to me. So I have not done a live video and I don't even know how long. It's probably embarrassing. I spend a lot of time on Instagram, but I felt compelled to jump on here and share my story today because I have a lot on my heart. And I read a quote the other day that said, you can impress people from afar, but if you want to influence them, you have to get up close and personal. Because when you get up close and personal, people can actually see your flaws, right? And I've always thought that when you show someone your flaws, then they will give you your heart. And that has been my experience in the past probably 5 years. Hi, Nanny. Hey, Lindsay. So I wanted to hop on here because so much has happened in my life, and I really love sharing my journey with all of you because I really don't use Facebook to impress people. Like, that's not my jam. I use it to inspire people, to impact people. And I don't know who needs to hear this today, but I've had several people reach out to me and say, Ashley, I would love to hear your story. And I've been on this crazy, I would say, self-love journey for about 5 years. And I'm already getting emotional. God help me. Crap, you guys. Ugh. Jeez, Louisa. So I knew this was going to happen. But I just want to share my story and I'm going to share it in a way that maybe some of you have never heard before. And maybe some of you have. I just know that my story really isn't mine. My story is the person's life that is changed because I was brave enough to share my story. So 5 years ago, I was an avid CrossFitter. I was very much physically fit. I worked out 6-7 days a week. You would have looked at me and thought that I was the picture of perfect health. Like, this chick had it all together, all right? But the truth is that I was nutritionally starving. I was depleted. I was naive. I did not know that I was supposed to be eating 9 to 13 servings, the size of your fist, raw vine ripened a day. And if you're an athlete, it's double that. But you guys, that's not even the gist of my story, all right? So when I was 14 years old, I developed an eating disorder. An eating disorder, you guys. It breaks my heart to think gosh. This is vulnerability right here. How so many people struggle with that, and it is so hard. And I don't know how many nights my mom went to sleep that cried herself to sleep because she couldn't fix me. And being a mom, it breaks my heart. Because I don't want that for my daughter. So anyways, Jesus help. Needless to say, I struggled with the eating disorder for over 20 years, well into my Juice Plus journey. And a lot of people, unless you were in this community, don't know that, all right? So, avid CrossFitter, physically fit, nutritionally, eternally, I was dying inside, all right? Dying inside. At the age of 33, my hair was coming out in globs. I was sick all the time, y'all. Like, every 3 months I was on an antibiotic. It was ridiculous. I could deadlift 220 pounds, but I couldn't kick a cold. I mean, I was a mess. Had horrible seasonal allergies. And you know what I chalked this all up to? I was getting older. Because my parents had allergies, I had allergies. I'm here to tell you guys, we're not supposed to have allergies. That is not how God intended our bodies to work. It's not. I don't know how good you are supposed to feel until you feel good. But that's what I chalked it all up to. Like, oh, things just get worse as you get older. Things just fall apart. No, that's not the way it's supposed to work, all right? So, this was the kicker, though, for me. All that was normal. I could handle that. That was easy for me. I felt like that was America's story. Everybody was struggling with sickness and allergies and all this stuff. So that was normal. It's common, you guys. It is not normal. It is not normal for us to be struggling with allergies and asthma and autoimmune diseases. The stuff they're putting in our food is killing us. The air we breathe is contaminated. The water we drink is contaminated. Everything is toxic. We have got to eat more fruits and vegetables because that's how our body naturally detoxes. I'm not going to get into that's a whole nother story because I am hungry about nutrition, you guys, and I am passionate about helping families live a healthy life. It breaks my heart and literally infuriates me that there are hospitals for children with cancer. I am not okay with that. That is not okay. We have got to do better. Parents, we've got to do better. 10% of cancer is genetic. 90% is diet and lifestyle. All right? Like, I feel like I am reversing all of the bad things that I did to my body, even from the womb. Like, we really, truly are, because everything affects us. So, I was a disaster, all right? But the hardest thing for me was I didn't have a cycle for 3 years. And my OB had told me that I wouldn't be able to have children. And that I wasn't okay with. That was really hard and really heavy. And that was a huge burden that I had to carry. And I didn't tell anybody about it because I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed because it was self-inflicted. I was ashamed because it was an eating disorder that I struggled with and I could not kick it. I felt less of a woman because, it's just hard. So anyways, but y'all just might have to just tread through the tears with me, you guys. So that was really hard for me. And in this time, I was really deep into my spiritual walk with the Lord. So I never claimed it over my life. I never, I was single at the time, so I wasn't going to go see a doctor and see how I could fix this, right? But I didn't claim it. I prayed about it because I knew that wasn't my life. And I'm not saying that works for everybody. Prayer is not how you fix everything. You have to put action into things. You actually have to do things. But I will tell you that I met this girl in my Bible study and she shared Juice Plus with me. And I'm not going to sit here and say plant powders, whole food concentrates. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's fruits and vegetables and berries in a capsule. It changes people's health. It changed my life. It repairs and protects your DNA. It cuts on your good genes and cuts off your bad genes. It strengthens your immune system. It promotes cardiovascular wellness. Need I go on? I'm not going to go on. If you want to learn more about that, I am happy to tell you. This made sense to me. You guys, this made sense to me immediately. It was a no-brainer. I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I was reading Genesis in the Bible, first book of the Bible. Genesis 1:29-30 clearly states God gave us every plant-bearing seed for our bodies, for us to eat, so we could live and be healthy and prevent and fight disease, all of these things. And I was like, holy Jesus, they have found a way to put this in a capsule. Are you kidding me? The research was irrefutable. But here's the cool thing, you guys. When I learned about this, I also learned that when an adult orders Juice Plus, that adult can sponsor a child for free. And I had several friends who had kids. For me to keep this from them would be selfish. I mean, even though I was told I couldn't have kids, I was going to share this with my friends who could. And so I said yes. I said yes to the product. It made sense to me. Nobody eats enough fruits and vegetables. Everybody knows they're good for you. Everybody knows that your body can benefit from eating a lot, but nobody will. So we have to bridge the gap. It just makes sense. Said yes to this nutrition. I said yes to this mission because I knew that there was purpose for my pain. Purpose for your pain, you guys. There is purpose for your pain. And I had prayed for years. I am telling you, years. I can't tell you how many nights I cried myself to sleep praying for God to turn my misery into a ministry. And Juice Plus was the answer. The fact that it came in the form of a business, who am I to question God? I'm not. I will never question him. He brought me to this. So I said yes to the nutrition and I said yes to the mission right away because honestly, if I could just if I could change one person's life, then it would be so worth it to me. And you want to know what? Our team, these people that I've locked arms with, we have changed the health picture of over 1,200 families. That is leaving a legacy. That is something to be proud to be a part of. That is honorable and noble. And I am so proud to be a part of that. So I said yes to this with absolutely no expectations of what Juice Plus was going to do in my body. I was naive. You guys, I thought GMO was an automobile maker 5 years ago. It is hysterical. But when you know better, you do better. So this is the kicker. This is how crazy my story has been. So I said yes. All right. The following month, I stumbled upon this call. Her name is Wendy Campbell. She's a nurse. Her motto is honor God and serve people. And I'm all about that life. And it was called The Relationship Between Nutrition and Disease. And it wrecked my world, y'all. And I will share it with anybody who's watching right now. It wrecked me in the best way possible. So much so, listen to this, it gets even crazier. The next day, I walked into my corporate job and I quit. Just so y'all know, I was 2 months into my Juice Plus journey. I didn't do this for a business. I didn't know how to own a business. I did it because people's lives depended on it. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. All I knew was that God put this passion inside of me, this conviction that I couldn't deny it. I mean, I thought I was having a breakdown, which I know now was in fact a breakthrough. So the next day I walk into my corporate job and I quit, you guys. I quit. I didn't know how I was getting paid. My last paycheck with Juice Plus was $250. And I quit my corporate job that I was very successful at in sales to do this wholeheartedly, and I didn't have a clue what I was doing. No clue. I just knew that everybody deserved to know about this, and I knew that God was allowing me to give others what the enemy tried so desperately to take from me my entire life. I always say in this business, it has allowed me to use the enemy as a footstool to my higher calling, because that's how I feel when I'm sharing this business and this nutrition with people. I literally feel like I am using the enemy as a footstool to my higher calling. Kick rock, Satan. You have no power over me anymore. He has no stronghold on me. Am I bulimic anymore? No, sir. Did I overcome that? Yes, ma'am. Thanks to God, thanks to this mission, thanks to this nutrition. I've had to level up, y'all. I've had to change my entire life because God didn't want to see me struggling. God doesn't want to see any of us struggling. I mean, so I quit my job. My dad was living with me at the time. He was in a really dark place. I didn't know how I was going to take care of him and me and pay my mortgage. I mean, talk about like a leap of faith. That is how strongly I believe in this product, in this business. I mean, who in their right mind would quit their corporate career to do something that their last paycheck was $250? I didn't even know how I was going to pay my mortgage next month, you guys. But I knew that God called me to do this, and I was not going to ignore him. So it gets even better. I mean, it gets better. So you thought that was crazy? Just keep listening. So the same day I quit my job, I go to a Catherine Lee event. And y'all don't know Catherine Lee, but this woman is incredible. She's the founder of Pure Hope Foundation, which is a foundation where she brings in women who have been through sex trafficking. And she brings them in and she builds them up biblically. And I mean, it's crazy what this woman is doing around the world. And this business was a vehicle for her to change all these girls' lives. So I go to her event the day that I quit my job, and I'm sitting in the front row, and she is talking about leaving a legacy and designing your own life. And I thought to myself, oh my God, like, really? Tears strolling down my face. Because I received an undeniable confirmation that day. Undeniable. That I was made to do big things. We were all made to do big things. With big love. And it was going to be hard. But by golly, I was going to suit up anyways, and I was going to do it. Because it matters. I care about people's health. I care about people's well-being. I care about people's financial situation. All that matters to me, because if you are sick, you can't enjoy your money. And if you ain't got money, it'll make you sick. We need both. Money gives you options. So it ranks up there with oxygen, you guys. We all need it. I mean, I had the hardest time talking about money my entire life because I grew up without it. And we struggled. My family struggled, but I never went without anything because my parents sacrificed. I'm not going to go there right now, but so anyways, sorry I'm so emotional. It's just who I am. It's just the Holy Spirit. So I leave this event, and I was truly at a crossroads, you guys, all right? I could either really honestly admit myself into a hospital because I was in the thick of an eating disorder at the time, the thick of it. 20 plus years of being a bulimic is freaking hard, all right? It is all consuming. It owns you. And I was exhausted, and I was tired of living that life. So I could have easily admitted myself into the hospital, or I could pursue this crazy calling that God placed on my life and find healing during the journey and let other people find healing from my wounds. So I prayed, because that's what every prayerful woman does. I got on my knees and I prayed. And God said to me, Ashley, what the enemy used to harm you, I am going to use to prosper you. And that is Genesis 50:20 in the Bible. You can read it. And I said, okay, I trust you. I'm going to go after this with a vengeance. So the reason I share about what I do so much is because I promised God that I would do that. And I would care more about inspiring people than more about offending somebody. Because here Ashley goes again, going off the bandwagon about Juice Plus. You guys, maybe this message isn't for you, but maybe it is. I'm not talking to the person it's not for. I love everybody and want everybody to live a life of abundance and joy. We cannot live in a life of joy if we are always sick and tired of being sick and tired. It is hard to be sick. It is hard to be broke. I know, I've been both. That is why I'm so passionate about what I do. So it gets better. It gets better. So here we go. So I said, all right, I am going to commit. I'm going to let you lead me, God. And man, has he ever led me. Man, has he ever led me. So the next month, I go to my very first leadership conference. It's a Juice Plus conference. It was in Nashville. It was in Memphis, Tennessee. I rode 16 hours with people I really didn't even know, you guys, to get there. I was broke as a joke. I had to get a credit card to do all these things. I mean, don't do that. It's not always good to do that. But I did, because I knew there would come a time where I could pay off that debt, and I would be able to help other people get to these conferences that's going to change their life. And I remember sitting at that conference and learning more about this company and the integrity and the heart behind this company, and watching people on stage, ordinary people like me and you, doing extraordinary things with their life. And I thought to myself, by golly, you know what? If they can do it, why not me? Why not me? Why not you? What the heck is holding you back? Are you standing in your own way? You're too smart for that, y'all. Get out of your own way. And that's what I did. I got out of my own way, and I started caring more about other people, putting myself out there for other people, stepping out in faith for other people, choosing courage over comfort for other people. That's what I have done for the past 5 years. Has it been easy? Heck no. It's been hard as hell, but I care. I care way too much about other people to just care what people think about me all the time. I know what God's called me to do. I know the conditions of my heart. I know why I do this. So again, I don't know why I'm getting fired up right now, but I am. So I went to this conference. I came home and I was on fire, you guys. You know what I did? I didn't start to treat this like a business because I didn't know how to do that. But what I did do is I started sharing this gift of nutrition that could essentially add years to someone's life. And I started sharing this business opportunity that could add life to their years, because people's lives depend on it, you guys. We live in a fallen world where people are broke and broken. And I know that I have the solution to both. I know that I do. That's why I share so much. So I came home with my pants on fire, and I put my big girl panties on, and I started sharing as if people's lives depended on it. Because it does, you guys. It truly, truly, truly does. Before I knew it, I had the most servant-hearted, kind-loving go-givers who care about people locking arms with me on this mission. Why? Sorry, I just got a phone call. Because I was excited about life and I was passionate about what I was doing. People lack passion these days. People are not excited about life anymore because you know what? You get knocked down. You get jabbed in the gut. You get throat punched. We have got to get over that, you guys. God changed everything for me. My relationship with him is the reason I am where I am now. Period. The reason I said, it takes crazy faith crazy out of the box faith to quit your job that you've been with, that you're very successful at, to pursue a calling on your life where you didn't even know how you got paid? Are you kidding me right now? Who does that? I'm telling you this. God will do more with your availability and your obedience than he will ever do with your skill. That is what y'all, I'm a glorious disaster of a joyful mess who dropped out of college and struggled with addiction. But I made a choice to let others find healing from my wounds. That is why I am where I am today, period, all right? So in the midst of my amazing journey, I'm not even to the part where I'm sharing my health journey because it's not about me, y'all. But I will tell you this. 2 months on Juice Plus, guess what? I started that cycle I didn't have for 3 years. 5 years I've been eating this nutrition. By the way, the whole world needs it. I'm not going to get into that, you guys. It's going to be a household name, period. That's all there is to it. You're going to want to be on this stuff. I'm telling you, we are living in a toxic world. Our environmental toxins are increasing and our nutrition and our food is decreasing. It is going to cause the perfect storm in our body, and we need all the help we can get. And I am healthy now. So I forgot where I was even at in my story. Jeez Louisa, where was I, you guys? Oh my gosh, the best part. So started my cycle. I no longer have seasonal allergies, all right? I've been sick once in 5 years. Tell me that the research about Juice Plus strengthening your immune system is not happening in my body right now. Do you know how many calls I get from parents? Ashley, you won't even believe this. Sarah and Johnny didn't miss any school this year. Huh. Well, wow, what an observation. It only shows up in the Children's Health Study with 3 million families that get Juice Plus for free for their kids. Are you kidding me? Talk about a company with a heart. Holy smokes. So, but here's the best part. Guess what? I have two beautiful Juice Plus babies I was told I couldn't have. Do you want to know what the most profound gift that I can give my children, or anybody for that matter, in this entire world, aside from my faith, is healthier DNA? My children are going to have healthier DNA than I will ever have because they have been on Juice Plus since utero. You guys, we have a chance to turn it all around. We do. His mercies are new every single day. If you are tired of being sick and tired, then make a decision to change that. If you want to be better, be better. If you want more love, give more love. If you want to know the Lord, get a Bible. Get in the Word. I'm preaching to myself right now. I know that when I'm far from God, it's because I have not opened up my Bible. And he gets me every time. I can't be asking, where's the presence of God when I haven't been up in his word? I mean, hello. It's ridiculous. So, anywho, my health has been radically transformed. I have been able to help over 130 families with this nutrition. Our team collectively has improved 1,200 families' lives with this nutrition, literally changing the future genetics of our children, you guys. How unhealthy people make unhealthy decisions, right? Healthy people make healthy decisions. It's that easy. It's in the Word. And if you control your thoughts, you control your life. If you're sitting there saying all these negative things about yourself, you better stop. Because you are beautifully and wonderfully made. Period. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. That is what God says about you. So get in the mirror and start repeating that over yourself. Start speaking affirmations over your life. I am so tired of watching women walk around not believing in themselves, speaking badly about them. You are powerful beyond measure. The same power that raised Christ from the dead lives in you, you guys. I mean, take ownership of that. God has called us to do great things. If we get out of our own stinking way, it is ridiculous. So, God, I'm really getting fired up right now. I don't even know how long I've been talking, probably an hour. But here's the thing. I promised myself and my God that I would be more brave about talking about this business opportunity. Here's the thing. I didn't do this for the money. I did it to make a difference. I really did. But in our business, it just so happens that the more people you help, the more money you make. And I can proudly stand behind that. The success in my business is measured on your service to others. So if you love people, if you love health, if you want to help people get better, if you want to get healthy yourself, you need to reach out to somebody who's probably already talked to you about this. I'm an ambassador for every single person in this company. So I hope I'm making them proud. But here's the thing, you guys. In 4 years, I started my wellness business. I quit my corporate career. I married the man of my dreams. That's a whole nother story, you guys. I mean, I'm even going to go there right now because that would take a whole nother hour. What else? My incredible team reached national marketing director, which is the pinnacle position in this company. When you do that, you get a full benefits package: medical, dental, vision, chiropractic care, life, long-term, college tuition assistance for your children. What company do you know does that? You got no company I know does that, not even in the corporate world. I mean, it's ridiculous. And we earn a business investment bonus up to $3,000. We get to pour back into our team and back into our business. It is crazy. Our bonuses range from $100 to $10,000, y'all. Are you kidding? Just for helping people get healthy and helping that mom bring in a second stream of income to contribute to her family, or helping that professional who is sick and tired of building someone else's dreams and want to build their own, or helping that empty nester with their retirement so they can actually give back to their grandchildren. I don't know where you are. I mean, but I'm telling you, this is for everybody. Anyone can do this, you guys. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I am a mess. I am a mess all the time. But I know that fruits and vegetables are good for you. You don't need a doctor to know that. I don't have to be a nutritionist to know fruits and vegetables are good for you. They are the cornerstone of your health. They are the foundation of your health, you guys. If you're not eating 9 to 13 servings a day, then you are falling short. You are missing the mark. We need help. But get this, this is so crazy because I didn't do any of this for those reasons. I remember when I reached like 12 Club QNMD, which I didn't even know what that meant. I went to the Eltons. I didn't know what that was. Like, we had insurance. We had health insurance. So I wasn't too keen. It didn't matter to me. I was chasing hard, you guys. Oh my gosh, my husband keeps calling me. I got to get on the phone with him. So let me tell you what we've been able to do. In 2017, I bought a house when I was single. It was 1,000 square feet. We were busting out the seams. The kitchen was my office. We ate dinners on the living room floor, me, Ava, and Scott, because we didn't have any room. And then we were pregnant with Luke. And my husband was like, Ashley, before we even think about purchasing a home, we've got to get out of debt. Well, guess what? It wasn't his debt. It was mine, all right? Because I speak truth. It was my debt. And I said, all right, honey. My husband is a beautiful man, and he is a beautiful provider who works so incredibly hard. But he works 60 hours a week. And there's a cap to what he can make. That is not the story with me. In order for me to bring in more income, I get to make a bigger impact in people's lives. This isn't a get to business. This is a get. I get to help people change their health. I get to wake up with purpose and passion every single day, asking God, whose life am I going to change today? I get to pour into my team that God has trusted me to love and lead. This is a get to business. So what did I do? I had a bigger shovel. I had to help more people, help more people, help more people. And that's exactly what we did. In 2017, we paid off over $50,000 of debt with my Juice Plus paycheck. How did I do that? By helping more people get healthy, getting Juice Plus in people's bodies, helping them get stronger, you're right? I mean, increasing you guys, there's studies on the skin and on the gums and, helping kids poop, helping kids not get sick anymore. That is, what we do is so honorable and so noble. I love it so much. I would do it if I didn't get paid. But you want to know the truth? If I didn't get paid, I'd have to go get a stinking job. Just over broke? Something like that. We get to choose our hard, y'all. Here's the truth. I built this business with a baby on my hip and one on my breast. You heard me. A baby on my hip and one on my breast. There were days where I was cooking dinner. I was listening to an Audible. I had a baby in my hand. I thought I was killing it. I was killing it in the game. I was a multi-master. But then there were days where I was on connection calls. I had babies both in my arms. We were all three crying, y'all. And it was a disaster. I'm telling you, a disaster. But I say this all the time because it's true. It was hard. But we get to choose our hard. And maybe this might relate to you. I don't know where you are right now, whoever's listening to this. But for me, waking up to an alarm clock, going to a job that I hate, and taking my kids to a sitter, that's hard, all right? Living paycheck to paycheck, being broke, not being able to give the way my heart generously desires, that is hard. Struggling with an eating disorder for over 20 years, that's freaking hard, all right? Sharing this gift of nutrition and business opportunity that could change someone's life is easy. And it is the right thing to do. And it is never wrong to do the right thing. Divorce is hard. Disease is hard. Cancer is hard. What I do is easy. It is so easy. I love it. I'm so thankful I get to spend the rest of my life doing this. So I love what I do. I love who I get to do it with. Last year, our team reached national marketing director. That's how long it's been since I've gone live on here. That is the top position of the company. And you know what we do? We rise by lifting others in this business. We rise by lifting others. We help other people get what they want, and in turn, we get what we want. That's all this is about. It's about serving others. And I love that. I mean, that is my jam. That is my jam, serving others. And because of that, I mean, can I just go into this real quick, though? This company's been around for 50 years. They do everything. They manufacture the product. They ship it. They produce it. They do all the invoicing, the billing. All I got to do is open my mouth. I always tell people, if you have a heart that cares and a mouth that shares, you can do this, and you can do it well. All you got to do is care about people. I get paid on how much I love people. That's it. It is so stinking awesome. But more than that, it's what I've gotten to be able to do with my team members. I have team members who are having their kids playing sports that they can pay for now. Their gifts and talents that they don't have to say no to their kids, honey. I can't afford that anymore. How amazing is that? I never want to say to Luke and Ava, you can't do that, honey. Mommy can't afford it. That's never going to be my story. That is never going to be my story, because my kids deserve more. And my parents, they never said no to me. They sacrificed everything they had for me and my brothers to do what we were great at, which was every single sport. I mean, we were just gifted on the athletic field. But I would be naive to say that money did not tear my family apart either, because we didn't have it, and it makes things hard. And I don't want any family to go through that. Finances is the number one reason why families get divorced. I am not okay with that. I don't know about y'all. I'm not okay with 1 and 2 children being diagnosed with cancer. Not okay with that either. I mean, that's like one of my kids. And now I'm snotting. God help me. Maybe I shouldn't have gone on here, but I'm just have such a huge heart right now, and I feel like it's just exploding, and I had to let it out. But that's been my story. And you know what's even cooler is that, man, I have walked through the flames of hell, you guys. Like, I have overcome an eating disorder that has just consumed me my entire life. And I've had to do it because, let me tell you, because of God, really. I stood on stage. So this is really crazy too, because I'm not like this eloquent speaker. I never in my wildest dreams ever would have thought that God would put me on a platform like this. But he did, because we all have a story and we all have a voice and they all matter. And the bravest thing you will ever do is own your story, you guys. I am an overcomer of all things. I am a love warrior. I am powerful. I am relentless. I am highly favored. I am blessed beyond measure. I speak life over myself every morning and with my kids, because we have got to. But I stood on stage. They asked me to train at our live conference, and I trained on stage in front of 8,000 people. And I got to share my love for this community and my faith. And it's just been the wildest ride ever. Little old Ashley, like, who am I? Well, my whole point of this is like, God will use you if you just make yourself available, right? Like those things that are so hard for you, what you're struggling with, he will turn that into good, I promise you. That's what he's done for me. And he'll do it for anybody if you just open your heart and let him in. But if you are looking for a thriving, fun, positive, uplifting, prayerful community, I'm telling you right now, I have your solution. I have your solution. If you're looking for a way to have a simple way to add more nutrition to your body that is backed by research, it's in 39 medical journals. You guys, don't get me started on that. I'm not even going to go there. I have the solution for that too. And I'm sure someone's probably already shared with you. Give them the time of day to share what they know with you. I mean, the best thing that we can do in life is support our friends and family with what they do. Are you kidding me? Like, if I'm going to buy something, I'm going to support, like, my friends. Like, Four Sisters Chic Boutique. I'm going to support people that I know because I know that it's putting food on their table. I know that it's putting their kids in sports that they maybe not can afford. Are you kidding me? Like, y'all need to get off of this whole thing. Like, oh, gosh, it's a pyramid scheme. She's selling this. Like, stop. I mean, it is ridiculous how people are speaking to people these days. And it's so irritating. It makes me angry, which I know that's not of the Lord. But I'm just saying it does. You should be thankful that your friends care enough about you to share something so amazing with you. I don't care what it is, but do your research. I'm telling you right now, if it comes to a nutritional product, is it NSF certified? Y'all want to check that, okay? Is it NSF certified? If you don't know what that is, send me a private message and I'll share more with you. Does it have a nutrition facts label on the back? I mean, you guys, let's think. If we know that we are not getting our vitamins and our phytonutrients and our enzymes from food because we know we're not eating the amount of fruits and vegetables we're supposed to, wouldn't it make sense to actually get that from a nutritional supplement that provides all of that rather than taking a vitamin that is man-made and synthetic and megadosed? And I'm here to tell you that God didn't design our bodies to recognize vitamin A that was extracted out of a carrot. Okay, into something. Man-made vitamins are not bioavailable. Our bodies recognize food. That is how God made us. Period. I am not a doctor, but I'm here to tell you, and I love doctors. There's a place for all of them. I know how much time they spend on nutrition when they're in school. I'm here to tell you, I know more about nutrition than most doctors do. The past 5 years, I have done my due diligence. I have spent hours listening to health webinars. I'm here to tell you guys, we are in a fallen world right now. And the government doesn't make money on healthy people. All right? Period. Neither do doctors. So we need to get ourselves healthy. Period. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Our bodies are a temple. And we have to love it and respect it. So I am so sorry. I don't even know where I talked so long and I just went on a tangent. But I just had a lot on my heart to share. So that is why I said yes to this mission. This is where my family is right now. And I want other people to have the freedom that I have. I want to pay this gift forward to anybody and everybody who will allow me to share my heart. That's it. And if somebody else has shared this with you, I encourage you to thank them. Because when somebody cares about your health and the finances of your family, that's a big deal. That is really special and that is really beautiful. And we should be thankful to have friends that care about those two particular areas because most people struggle with their health and with their finances. So, anyways, that's enough for me, you guys. I'm a mess. I am a mess. Thank you for listening. I'm sorry. I did not mean to talk this long. Clearly, I got really fired up. But, yeah. If you want to learn more about what it is that I do, I mean, I basically just pour my hat out so you know what I do, and that's it. I'm not going to talk anymore. I love you guys. It is Thankful Thursday, and today I am just thankful that God has given me a story to share, and He's given me the opportunity to change people's lives who want to be changed. Because you know what else I've learned? A lot of people want to change but aren't willing to change. And you know what? There's nothing we can do for those people. Not until they're at their wits' end and they are ready. Because you got to be ready, you guys. You got to be ready to change. We deserve that. Love yourself. Love yourself enough to be better. This personal growth I've been on has wrecked my world. Wrecked my world. But I'm here to tell you, people are inspired by that. When you step up and you are courageous and you are brave, you know what you do? You give other people permission to do the same. So that is my brave act today. This is me being vulnerable. And I mean, I can barely speak English sometimes, so hell, y'all. I mean, I just said a curse word. If I can do it, y'all can do it. All right, that's it for me. Love y'all. God bless. I'm out.